Good day. For this class, you're going to need either a ball, and if you notice, it's called an overball, but it's really underinflated, or a yoga block. If you don't have a yoga block, you could also use a rolled up towel, or a book that would have some give to it. So we're going to start. I actually am going to use the ball, but I will demonstrate how to use the block when we get to that point. So let's start seated. So this is going to be focused on both abdominal and hips. And I want you to sit nice and tall on top of your sits bone, so you feel as if you're grounded through your hips. Just let your hands come to your knees. I want you to check in with your internal self. How are you feeling today? And just acknowledge where you are. And if you're not feeling so well, just be nice to yourself. The fact that you got on camera and that you're coming to do even a few minutes of movement is really good for you. So now let's start with your head, and I want you to turn it to the right, bring it to the center, and turn it to the left. Bring it back to center. Now this time I want you to tip your chin down toward your chest. And as you tip your chin down, notice if you're holding any tension or resistance in the back of your neck. Now, as you bring it through, look up toward the ceiling and notice what the front of your neck is feeling like. Bring it back down. Take a big breath in and just let it go. 2 more breaths. In and exhale. Now from here, just want you to tuck your fingers. Now, if you're proficient in Pilates, and I invite you, so we're going to start with our fingers tucked. We're just going to start by just initiating a little bit of roll back here. So I want you to think about abdominal engagement as you're doing this. So take it back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now go ahead and take either the ball or the yoga block, and you're going to place it between those inner thighs. I want you to roll back. Arms can be extended or they can stay connected underneath. And you're going to squeeze, gently squeeze and release. Now, I'm not going to count how many times I'm squeezing and releasing, because I really want you to listen to your body. And as you're squeezing and releasing, please make sure that you're continuing to breathe through the movement. Let's do 2 more squeezes wherever you are. And now squeeze only with your left inner thigh. So that's my outside leg. So you're going to stabilize on the right, squeeze with the left. Let's do 2 more. Now pause, and now go to the right leg. And again, squeeze only with your left or right leg. Squeeze. And breathe. Soften through your shoulders. Try not to let them be all hunched up around your neck. 2 more. And now from here, we're going to come all the way up. And we're going to turn sideways. So if you have knee issues, this exercise, I just want you to be cautionary if you've got issues with your knees. You can let your leg come more out to the side if you've got knee issues, but you're going to place the ball under your knee. So your foot's either going to be out if you've got knee issues, or bring it back. I want you to sit nice and tall. You're going to feel the hip. So it's my right leg that's under. So my right hip is slightly lifted, and that's going to be normal. And so press and release. So notice what's going on in that whole outside hip region here. And press. 4, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you're going to take the ball this time. You're going to let your knee come to the floor, but you're going to take that ball and you're going to put it under, so it's on the arch of my foot. So the arch side of my foot is there. Now, can you lift that leg up so it's parallel with your knee and tap it down? for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now take the ball and just bring it beside you for a minute. From here, so the arch side of your foot is still there, but I want you to rotate. So you're bringing the whole sole of your foot up and then take it back down and lift and lower for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now from here, come to your forearm. Now if this is, you can also use the ball as a cushion if you need to, but right now, if you can come to your forearm, and I want you to think about staying lifted, you're gonna take that leg, keep it bent, but you're gonna bring it behind you. Your foot's gonna be flexed, and you're gonna lift and lower for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now you're going to extend your leg, but I want you to place either the ball or even the yoga block behind your knee, and you're going to squeeze. So let me show you what the movement's going to look like. You're going to draw it in, and now when you take it back, I want you to squeeze one time. Just squeeze it in and draw it in and squeeze. Make sure you continue to breathe. And again, notice how your body's responding here. And I know you can't see my leg, it's squeezing, but it truly is working. Now, from here, take that block out, place it on the floor. You're gonna come up to a seated position. Take one hand and bring it to the floor. And the opposite hand, the palm is gonna be up. You're gonna take it over and back for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now bring it, so this time, I want you to look, palm is gonna be up. I want you to actually physically look at the palm of your hand as you bring it under and open for thread the needle for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now, if it's available, you can take your leg. So if it's not available because of your knee, extend it out front. And this is where you're gonna be. Now, if your knee is okay, I want you to take that knee and cross it over. So allowing yourself, so in either one of the positions, you can stay upright like I am, or maybe you're gonna fold into it just a little bit. So you're stretching through that hip and breathing. And now let's bring it all the way up, and now we gotta go to the other side. So grab whatever your tool is that you're using. And let's place it onto the knee. And what you may find, even by moving side to side like this, you may even find that one side is gonna be stronger, your range of motion may be different, or maybe even your knee might be different from side to side. So your back foot is flexed, and you're just gonna press that ball down and lift. Make sure you're breathing as you're doing this. Let's do 2 more. Now take that ball, place it in your foot. Now from here, you're gonna lift it up hip height and then tap it down for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the ball out, and you're gonna roll that foot. So it's, now this side for me, I'm gonna be honest, my hip is a little tweakier on this side, So that's about my range of motion for me on this side. So my foot is not all the way flat. It's like I'm more on the arch of my foot. And continue for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now come to the side. Now, let's start with it back behind us and lift for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Take the ball or your block. You also can do this without anything behind your knee as well. So you're going to draw it in, press away. Now this is where you're going to squeeze, and then you release on the drawing in and squeeze. And continue here for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Take the ball out. Bring yourself up. Let's go ahead and bring palms up and take it over for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Now from here, let's bring the arm under and then open for 8, 7. Let your eyes follow your fingers. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And again, let your legs, so if it's going to be out, you're going to lean into it, or maybe you bring it to the outside. You can sit tall or maybe fold into it and then bring it all the way up. Let your legs extend. I just want you to allow yourself to come out and over. So especially if you're having lower back issues, allow yourself. You might even open your legs, bring that ball and roll it away. So thank you for joining me. If you have questions about any of the things that I've done on YouTube, please reach out to me at Tammy Leisher or at Studio T Pil 595